Gotcha. Only thing I got was the agenda.
I didn't print it out. I didn't print out the agenda. Do you have it or do we get it?
Uh, There weren't any changes since last time. No? Thank you.
Well, no, there's two parties.
You gave me 3.
The change is item 5A, that hearing, they stipulated
Okay.
their appeal. That's the one difference.
Okay, I have 3 pages. I know, well, here, yeah, you handed me. Okay.
Good, thank you. Okay, now we're cool.
Are we ready, sir? Okay. Meeting for the Board of Equalization, County of Madeira is called to order. Today is April 1st, 2021, 9:02 a.m. And we start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please all rise. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there anybody in the public for any public comment that anything that is not on the agenda? None? Okay, we go to the consent calendar. Sarah, is there any cancellations from what we have here?
No, you can approve your consent calendar as is.
As is, okay. I move that we approve the consent calendar. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I second.
Okay. We have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposes say nay. None. Motion approved. Consent calendar is approved. Okay. First item is 4B, 7106. It's acknowledgement. That's part
No,
of the
sir.
consent calendar. Oh, it's all taken care of? Yeah, that's
In
part
the
of
one
the
motion?
Okay, thank you. All right, and in the hearings, we have 2 hearings scheduled today. This one is Archibald, and the other one is SP Partners. Are both these parties present? Which one do you represent? SB, okay. So, Sarah, have you heard anything from Archibald people?
Sir, Brian Glover, Deputy Assessor Real Property for the Madera County Assessor's Office.
Yes.
If you remember from the last hearing, Mr. Archibald agreed to give us some information that we had requested.
Correct.
We received that and we have come up with a stipulated value, so there won't be a hearing today in that case. We'd ask you instead to accept the stipulation.
Okay, so let's start with that. Item 5A 6971 is continued from March 4th. And, okay, Assessor's Office, go ahead.
Okay. Like I said, Mr. Archibald provided the income and expense information we had requested, and after reviewing that, we both mutually agreed to the corrected assessed values listed on the stipulation value sheet. Land value of $154,579 and structure value of $367,857 for a total of $522,436.
522, 436,
Correct.
and they have agreed to that.
Yes, we received their signed stipulation yesterday morning, I believe. The assessor has signed it, and Sarah has the assessor's original signature, and Mr. Archibald had promised to stick an original signature copy in the mail for her.
Okay, so is that acceptable to the Assessor's Office?
It is.
Okay. Any comments? Members?
We have a copy of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't have a copy of it.
I don't have a copy.
No.
Oh,
Look
Okay,
at it.
thank
Has
you.
it.
Oh, okay. These are signatures. Okay, any questions?
I make a motion that we accept the 20R004, the Archibald Thomas R and Brenda J, to the corrected assessment value of the 52,436 as noted on the assessment.
Okay, you mean 522,000?
520, yeah, 52436.
No, it's 5-2.
522,436, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, $522,436.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposes, say nay. None. Okay, motion passes. Okay, so next item, we have a hearing. So we need to do the swearing in for the parties that are going to be witnesses. Sarah, can we do the swearing in for parties who are going to be presenting the next item?
Please rise. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you.
All right. 5B item 7217, hearing to consider request by the applicant SB Partners LLC 20R019 to reconsider the March 4th, 2021 denial of appeal and approve stipulation to waive time. And so the burden is on the applicant. I guess the applicant goes ahead first. Okay,
Yes.
sir. Go ahead. State your name and your county of residence.
Name is Peter Singh, an attorney here in Fresno, California, represent SB Partners. Partners Inc.
Okay.
May I proceed?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, basically, we had filed an appeal for the assessed value for these two, the business as well as the property. And The CPA representing both entities was in contact with Mr. Frank Cooper, the assessor's office. I was privy to those emails, but there was conversation going on as to resolving this matter. This hearing, the hearing was set for March 4th, and my office actually, I was going to represent, but due to COVID and my office staff being about quarter of the normal, it was a mistake on my office part that we did not calendar it right. I was in San Benito for another hearing that day. So I called in after I realized that. I'd like to request to at least have a shot at it, come in and present evidence and get this.
Okay, we hear you. Assessor's office, what would you like to say?
Good morning, the board. My name is Tran Cooper, Deputy Assessors for the Business Division. The applicant was properly notified of the hearing day. They submitted the form to Ms. Anderson stating that they will appear, but they did not appear. It's up to your board to decide whether or not to reinstate, but everything was done properly. And I think that's all I have to say. It's up to the board to decide whether or not it needs to be reinstated.
Thank you. So Mr. Peterson, you saying that you did receive the notice, but you were unable to attend because of your other engagements.
No, I agree with what Ms. Cooper said. We were noticed correct. We're aware of the hearing when we said it. But then my office was the one who was supposed to arrange for the CPA to appear, for the other partners to appear in this, for the hearing, and myself also. But my office, during that time my office staff was out due to COVID. About 3 of my employees were out. So we had a calendaring problems in my office that did not connect everybody and put them up. They have to be here. So it's my office's fault. It's not the county's fault or anybody else's fault. I'm not pointing any fingers. We would like to, that's why I'm here to request that at least we get a chance to present evidence and come in and resolve this issue.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any questions for the applicant?
I would like to ask you prior to. Closed session?
Okay, we will take the matter into consideration and let you know what we decide on it.
Sure.
And you will be notified.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Should I wait out here then?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a brief recess and we'll be right back. Ready? Okay, we have reconvened after a short break. We had considered the item 5B 7217 SB Partners. And after evaluation, we have reached to a conclusion. Do we have a motion on that?
Yes, I make a motion that we reschedule the 18B. Because of the 18B rules of the assessment, the applicant has shown sufficient enough proof that we should reschedule it to, depending on what the assessor's office will be good for them.
I would recommend July 1st, 2020, 21 hearing, please.
Very well. I move that we move it to the July 1st, 2021 meeting. This is the consideration of the SB Partners LLC 20R019.
I second that.
Hold 1 second. That is applicant be able to
Oh, yeah.
attend that meeting?
Okay, good.
Okay, so, okay, let's go ahead with the motion. We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No? Okay, the motion passes. And we will reschedule this to, what is it, July? So, July 1st? What is it? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so, sir, make sure that you appear this time, because we have allowed you this time. It doesn't happen every time. We don't like to be waiting for people here and they don't show up. It's a valuable time for the whole board, as you can see, if they don't appear. So we request you to appear on this hearing. Okay. Okay, great.
9
Appreciate it.
a.m.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, moving on. We have the next items, stipulation of assessed value 6A7107. It's consideration of approval of stipulation of assessed value for HPC Hallmark Investors LP 20R021 for a total assessed value of 12.5 million. Okay, let's start with the assessor's office. What do we have to say on this?
Brian Glover, Deputy Assessor in charge of the Real Property Division. This is a appeal of the Food for Less Shopping Center here in Madera. The applicant provided current rent rolls and rent rolls from the past few years, and in looking at it, we agreed that, you know, the value needed a slight downward adjustment to 12,500,000.
Okay, and what's the applicant's response?
They have agreed to the stipulation.
They have, okay. So this is a situation is resolved.
Yes.
All right, so any questions on this?
No.
No? So I guess we could have a motion on this.
I move that we approve the stipulation of assessed value for HPC Hallmark Investors LP 20R021 for a total assessed value of 12,500,000.
I
we have-
second.
Okay, we have motion, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Anyone opposes, nay? None? Motion passes. Okay, any non-hearing matters for discussion? Anyone? From assessor's office? Anything
No,
want
sir.
to discuss?
No, sir.
Sarah? None? Okay. Staff reports and our agenda request. Sarah, you were saying we don't have any meeting next month,
So just a
May.
reminder, your board canceled the meeting for May.
right?
So we will see you again in June, but I also have some news. By June, we should have a new assessment appeals board member that will be appointed at a very near board meeting. And she will probably attend the meetings and observe initially so she can see the ropes while she gets her tests and ducks in a row.
Can I ask who that is?
Since the board hasn't made the official appointment yet, I'd like to keep that back.
Okay.
We have to figure out, is she going to be active member or
Well, this year she'll be an alternate,
alternate? Okay,
but yes, she can absolutely be involved next year. She'll be more involved than we had with John Reed.
okay,
Okey
all
dokey.
right.
Sounds good to me.
All right. If there's no other, nothing to talk about, then
Um,
adjourn. Or do we have anything?
No?
Troy Cooper, I would like to report, please.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Troy Cooper, Deputy Assessor for the Business Division. I just would like to update you that we have 12 appeals left to be addressed in the next couple of hearings, including the one that you just reinstated. That would be 12, and that would be addressed in the June and July meetings, other than Constellation Brand, or also known as Candidate One.
That,
But just 12 left.
uh,
Thank you.
by the way, where are we on that constellation? What's going on? Have you resolved it with them yet or no?
No, sir, we have not.
So are they going to come for the hearing? They want to contest it?
Ms. Anderson probably has a better answer than I do.
What is it?
So I'd like to wait until we have a full board before we bring them forward for scheduling hearings and such.
Okay.
I think that's,
Full board?
Appropriate. Yeah.
yes, that way if somebody has to be out, at least everybody can hear and see and.
Yes.
and-
Means full board, yeah, you're talking about 5 members?
So I'd like to be able to have the opportunity where our new member can get caught up to speed, learn the process before we schedule them, so that if one of you have to leave, we have someone who can fill in your absence.
Okay, I see.
So we'll discuss it in the June meeting,
We'll probably
not?
more like July, because I have to make so one of the things that our new member will have to do is just like y'all pass the Assessment Appeals Board test.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that happens first before we make any commitments.
So then we won't discuss that kind of day in the month of June or July.
Probably not.
All right. Any other comments?
Not from the assessor's office, sir.
Okay. So,
I move that we adjourn.
I second.
all right. We have a motion to adjourn. We have a second. We adjourn. Thank you very much, everybody.
You're
Not that serious, but I watch sometimes.
Yeah.
Is it going to be something?